Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. Got a Black Crow's Atris Birdie for you today. We do get a graphic update for 2026, but it remains the same build, shape, construction, profile, all that stuff that has made it a really formidable ski to have in the mid-100s freeride category. One of the big things about this ski is it really hooks into a surfy and smeary and drifty character. And that's kind of when you keep it nice and flat. And then when you get it up on an edge angle, you can really take advantage of the smoothness of the ski. They do a really nice job at making this a real smooth turner, even at a higher edge angle and higher speeds. They do that with just a slightly longer turn radius, and that allows skiers to really kind of get that full edge contact of the ski. But it's ideally suited for softer snow days, wonderful in the trees, even tighter trees like we have here in Vermont. But yeah, mostly those softer snow, those deeper days. We just see a lot of love for the Atris Birdie on those types of situations versus anything more on trail. It does lean more towards the creative, the free ride side of the spectrum versus an aggressive charger. Black Crow's very interesting in how they go about ski construction. Most of their skis, there's not a whole lot of complexity in the construction. These are built with a poplar wood core, fiberglass laminates, and that's it. You know, it's pretty simple in terms of what they put in it. The big breakthroughs really come through the shaping and the profiling of the ski. So pretty interesting stuff. This is the 172 here. We're on our scale here, 1,730 grams. So pretty light, you know, and that's kind of a good thing and a bad thing, depending on how you want to use the ski. You know, it is on the flexible side of the spectrum as well, so pretty light, pretty bendy. That's going to make it, that's going to give it that creative aspect, that drifty personality, but it does kind of hold it back from being super aggressive or hard charging. So kind of think about that as you go through the process, that there are burlier skis in this range if you're more fall line oriented, if you're more big mountain, high speed oriented skier. This thing does a great job with softer snow and playful skiing, but isn't as burly if you're looking to go fast and hit some higher speeds. The other thing that is kind of a mix between build and shape is their use of this step down sidewall, especially in the middle. They are full sidewalls throughout, 360 degrees that is, but it kind of moves to cap, I would say in the middle 2/3 of the ski or so, kind of a half cap with a trapezoidal look to it. So that's removing some material from the center portion of the ski, and that's going to lighten the weight and make it easier for you to get up on edge. So interesting in how they blend the construction by making that half cap underfoot with the shape and having that align well with the narrowest part of the ski. So they are trying to incorporate some good edge grip here, leaving the tips and tails a lot surfier and more drifty. But we do see, you know, kind of that free ride shape come through, especially with this rocker camber rocker profile. Not terribly high camber underfoot, but nice even splay in the tips and tails. And then a little bit more of an exaggerated taper shape here, putting this as a more spoony, more spatula-oriented shovel, so that wider part is brought down farther into the ski, and that's going to give you real nice flotation. It's a little bit straighter in the tail here. There's not as much of a bulbous look as there was in the shovel, more round and consistent in that taper shape, just making it easier to steer and then kind of use that tail as a rudder. And then, you know, more of a free ride oriented twin tip than a freestyle one, but there's certainly enough splay here for creative, progressive, backward skiing, whatever you're looking to do. 19-meter turn radius here in this 172, and yeah, that's a little bit on the longer side, and that allows the skier to kind of dictate the shape and duration of the turn a little bit better, puts you in more control as to how the ski's going to turn. It's not hooky or catchy, very drifty and smeary. It is better for that advanced skier, advanced to expert skier who knows how to manipulate the shape of the ski. Certainly not overly demanding for an intermediate looking for a first kind of powder-oriented ski. But advanced and expert skiers, I think, will be able to hook into more of the ski's capabilities. But that's it. Check out this Black Crow's Atris Birdie here at SkiEssentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.